Guys, today I'm doing a review on the first 3 episodes of Drifters, and it is and for me right now, because 6 episodes are out currently, it seems pretty good. And right now it's also getting a simultaneous dub, which I haven't checked out yet, but I'll probably check it out later. But today it's on the first 3 episodes, and I might be looking down because I wrote notes in one of my books. So with the first episode, we see the main character Toyohisa, and he's in the middle of a war with his I think with his uncle, and it's pretty badass. I actually really like the opening scene, but Toyohisa gets injured by getting a whole bunch of spears stuck in him, which he should be dead. But this is by the same creator of Hellsing, and we know how things go in Hellsing. But as he's going throughout the forest, he steps into a kind of just wall of doors, and we see a man that we don't really know yet. We don't know his name or anything, and he sends him to another dimension. And when he goes there, he meets elves, and he thinks he's in hell because he thinks he died. And the elves help him and bring him to 2 other people, and we know them now as drifters because I think the elves mention it. And the 2 drifters that we meet are Nobunaga and what was his name? And Yoichi. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but that's the best I can pronounce it right now. And that's the basic of episode 1, him meeting them and everything. Now, when we move on to episode 2, we see that these knights from it seems like another faction in the world, very much hate demi-humans, as in because they name some off. They name the elves. They say hobbits, and I think they say dwarves. So I'm looking forward to see them. And they are just, especially the commander. The commander's, I know he's meant to piss people off, but he really pissed me off. But and then the group sees this happening and goes to help the elves. And of course Toyohisa destroys most of the soldiers and beats the crap out of the captain. And then he goes to tell the elves to basically go take their revenge because he killed like half of their people there, and have taken their women. And that scene made me have good respect for him, and that's kind of like something I would personally do. To because it not only lets them get their revenge, it lets them feel like they can stand up to this group, to these humans, and I thought it was a very good tactical move. And I think that ends the episode 2. What happens in episode 3? This new group. I forget what I think they called, the Octoberist or the Oct. I just said I just kind of abbreviated it and called them the Oct because I forget what their actual name is, and it's a kind of long name, but they prepare for the attack of the Black King, and he has others. They're not called drifters; they're called Ends, and it seems like their group actually helps demi-humans, but wants to kill all humans. So that's an interesting thing. Also, I almost forgot. The Oct were looking at these 2 old men, which they recruited in episode. I think they saw them episode 2, and then they recruited them episode 3. What were their names? It was Hannibal and and I think Scipio is how you pronounce it, but I'm not 100% sure. And they're definitely interesting, and I've heard of Hannibal in history, but I haven't heard of Scipio. And all the guards in the Oct Kingdom seem like they're very overconfident, and they're like, oh yeah, this wall hasn't been broken in many years. There's no way that they're gonna do it now. And when we see the Black King, it seems like he brought everybody. He brought a whole army of, it seems like, cat people and pig people and dragons as well. So I thought this scene was actually very good. Except the parrot. The parrot annoyed the shit out of me. I hated that parrot. And I like the design of all the characters, all the end characters. They're very interesting. And once they start their attack, we see three of the main ones. What were their names? Toshizo. And Toshizo seems like he's from a samurai. He's from Japan, like the others, it seems like. And he can summon ghosts, I think? Or, yeah, it seems like ghosts to fight with him, which is interesting. And then we see Joan of Arc, which, to me, is the most well-known out of the three to me, because I knew about her. And she has fire powers because she died from fire by burning at the stake. And then there was Anastasia, I think her name was. And I don't know about her. I think I've heard her name before, but I don't know her story and history. And she seems to have the power of ice, which is interesting to have two characters on the same team have different opposing powers. And they utterly destroy most of the army. And while that's happening, we actually see another drifter come in on the plane, and his name was I can't remember his name. Where is it? I have it in here. Oh my goodness, I can't find the name. I know I have it in here. Okay, here it is. The drifter Noishi, and it seems like he was a Japanese fighter pilot, and I guess he was supposed to die. I don't know where he's from, but what battle he was from or where he died. But he seems like a very interesting character, and he was having flashbacks of, it seems like bombings in Japan that killed and burned people alive, which made him go against the Ends and start killing the dragons, which was interesting. The rest of the main Octa members, they escape with help from Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, which I know are from Western stuff, and their escape was actually really good, and they actually have guns. I think a revolver and a minigun, which is cool. And they escape, and then it ends off with Toyohisa and the others finding one of the Octa agents that were watching them, and she explained what they were, explained why they are there. And almost forgot. I think it was in the second episode where we get to see that man again. I think do I have his name written down here? Yeah, Murasaki. His name is Murasaki, and there's another entity there that kind of is the opposite of him, a woman, and her name is Easy. And I don't know what they exactly are, but it seems like they are gods, and they're having a fight in this dimension. I am interested to see what's the story with them, because it seems like they want to take over that room or the Hall of Doors, but it's strange. But I'm looking forward to the other episodes. I'll probably have I might have the episodes 4 through 6 out this week. I'm not 100% sure. And if you guys haven't watched this before, I suggest you to go watch it. It's very good. If you guys want to say it, talk about anything in the comments down below, I implore you to do that. It's because I like to talk to people about anime and other stuff. So yeah. Don't remember to like and subscribe. Bye guys.